guys, today we are going to do our makeup again, and maybe this time I will not fail as badly as I did, but based on my previous track record, it's probably not going to go great. So let's just get started. Today I am putting on makeup just because I have to go and run some errands. Nothing particularly important necessarily. Also, my cat Byron is in the room today, so if you hear something or see something kind of like at the corner of the image, well, he just decided he was going to take down the curtain because he wanted to see outside, so that's why it's so bright now, so let me go and fix it. Sorry if the lighting looks a little bit different than before. It's hard to entirely replicate it when you're working with natural lighting. So as I was saying, I have a couple of errands that I need to run, nothing too important, like I need to send a package, so I need to go to the post office, and I also like have to go to Whole Foods and stuff like that. You know, I don't like have to wear makeup to do that, but I do have some new makeup from my BoxyCharm, my FabFitFun, so I don't want to just get subscription boxes to get them. Like, I will actually want to get some use out of them. Everything that I am using today will be linked in the description box below, but please don't take whatever I do here today as any indication of the quality of these products, because I am terrible at doing my makeup, and that's fine. Today I'm going to be using the Wander Beauty palette that I got. I think this is the Getaway palette that I got on my last BoxyCharm. I think that this color scheme is going to work really well for me. The main reason though why I wanted to get in front of the camera is because you know that I mentioned that I am going to Whole Foods later today, and the reason for that, like, of course, like, I need to go grocery shopping, but my grocery shopping today is going to be a little bit different because I, for a while now, have been going to the gym. I go to Orange Theory, and I have been going for about, I feel like a little over 4 months, where I have been, in my opinion, I have been like very good and very consistent about going to the gym and just working out. I would say that I go to the gym a minimum of 3 times, but more often than not, I end up going 4 to 5 times a week. I have had kind of like periods on and off where I will be better about eating, and it hasn't been consistent for 4 months, but I feel like I'm definitely more aware of what I eat, and that doesn't mean that I haven't had, like, you know, Five Guys or pizza or things like that. Like, I definitely have, but I just know that I'm more aware of what I'm eating. So recently I went to the doctor, and I hadn't been to the doctor in a very long time. One of the reasons why I wanted to go is to check my blood work, because since I was like a young teenager, I want to say like, I don't know, 13 or 14, I was diagnosed with high cholesterol, and I have had high cholesterol my entire life. It's likely genetic more than anything, because my dad, me, my 2 brothers, and my grandmother from my dad's side, we all have high cholesterol. And then my mom is fine. So it is believed that there is a strong, like, genetic component to it. Now, of course, I'm not going to use that as an excuse as to, you know, like, oh, I guess there's just nothing I can do about it. But I do know that there's a good chance that that has a lot to do with why it is high. So I went to the doctor for the main reason to get that checked. And when I went there, I was expecting my cholesterol to not necessarily be, maybe not normal, but at least not crazy high. So I was a little bit surprised when I got the results back, and it turns out that it's very high. You can imagine I was a little surprised and also very disappointed, I guess. I know that that's like a weird thing to be like disappointed about, because, you know, it's your cholesterol. But I guess I was disappointed in the sense that I felt like I hadn't been as good with my diet and taking care of myself as I thought I had been. So I haven't set up a follow-up appointment with my doctor yet, and I definitely will, because that's what you should do, as opposed to what a lot of people do. They just go on the internet and decide what works for them without actually talking to their doctor. I will go ahead and I'll talk to my doctor, but I know that they're going to try to give me medication to lower cholesterol, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against medication. But if I can get it under control with diet and exercise, I would rather do that. And that brings us to the actual point that I was getting to, and it is that I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and I think I'm gonna try and start a more like plant-based diet. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not going vegan or vegetarian, like that is not what I'm gonna try to do, but I am gonna try and just like not eat like meats mainly regularly. And then the same applies for like milk and egg products. I think I'm just gonna try and reduce the amount of fat that I eat, because I have started to become just a lot more aware of my health. And to me, that is something that I definitely want to get under control. So I don't have any like, that I know of, I don't have any like overt health issues, but that is one thing that if you don't take care of it, it could become an issue later on. And I don't want that to happen. I feel like it's about time that we get that under control. And if I have to take medication, I have to take medication, like that's okay. But I definitely want to try first with diet and exercise. If it turns out that I do that and it's still like really high or there's no difference, then I'll go ahead and try medication. And even then, I might just try and do it temporarily. I just feel like going on a more plant-based diet is going to be very difficult because I live with my boyfriend and he's not going to go on a diet with me, essentially. You know, that's going to make it like a little bit hard. I know that he's going to like, you know, support me. Like it's just going to be hard if I am like eating something that's like more plant-based and he's eating like, you know, a bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. Like I'm going to want to eat it. I guess I'm just like starting on this journey, as people like to call it. I guess I'm just going to start on this health journey, which I guess my health journey has already started. It started when I began going to the gym, and it has been amazing for me. But now there's other things that I also need to take care of, and I will. And I just want to see what I can do by just changing my nutrition. I will be seeing a nutritionist soon. I decided to just go ahead and set up an appointment with one to see what they had to say. And again, I'm not going to pretend like I'm a professional in anything relating to this, but I am willing to make changes to get myself healthy. And I feel like everyone should. Recently, I have been watching a lot of like workout and nutrition type YouTube videos. I enjoy the content, I really do, but sometimes it can be a little bit confusing, which is why you should always talk to your doctor. Don't take YouTube advice. They might have like some ideas for you and everything, and that's great, but at the end of the day, they don't know you and they don't know your specific needs, so you have to actually talk to a professional so that they can help you. I'm also looking to lose a little bit of weight. And I know that there's people who are going to have strong opinions about this, because I know that a lot of people are going to say that I don't need to lose weight, that I'm already skinny, or that I look fine, which that's all good and dandy. But I have always been, I have always had a smaller frame, and I have always been like a smaller person. And ever since quarantine started, I feel like in about 6 months I gained like 10 pounds, which someone who has a small frame like me, just 5 feet, like that's a lot. That is very noticeable. And I just want to make sure that I just get everything under control, you know? I don't want to kind of let go of myself that way again. And I understand that those circumstances were different for everyone. It was just, we were thrust into this pandemic, and none of us knew like what was happening, what to do, or how to approach it. And you know, a lot of us were stuck at home, and we had no way to distract ourselves because we couldn't go anywhere. And so I'm sure that a lot of people can relate. So you would just like stay home, watch TV shows, and eat. So that was the case for me. And now we have to get back on track. I was wondering if any of you guys could give me any insight on how to make it easier to go more plant-based, and remember that I'm not necessarily looking to go vegan or vegetarian. I'm sure that I will still have like my animal products here and there, but I just want to decrease them for sure. So if you have any tips and tricks, let me know. Fortunately, I do really like vegetables and stuff. I'm not like, I don't think I'm a particularly picky person. So I think that, and I am willing to try new things. So I feel like I could definitely find dishes that I like and that I genuinely enjoy, even if they don't have any animal products in them. Like I don't think that's going to be a big deal for me. If you guys are at all interested in me doing videos about like my health journey and my workouts and how I've been doing ever since I started working out 4 months ago, let me know. I actually love talking about my progress, and I post about it all the time, and I'm sure everyone is annoyed about it. But I am actually very proud of myself, of the progress that I've made and how consistent I have been with going to the gym. Okay, this is the finished look. All right, we're gonna let our hair down, and we are going to go to Whole Foods and get our errands done, and I will see you guys then in the next one. Bye.